Everybody, Pure Marquette 1223 here with another Dietz Lantern update. First off though, before I get started, just want to let you know that I might be sounding a little funny. It's because I got my braces off. I've had braces for about 2 years now. I got them off earlier this week, and now I have my retainers in, but since I still haven't got used to talking with them yet, my speech is still kind of pretty bad right now, so I'll do the best I can to talk with these things in my mouth, but sorry, but I'll get started on the two new lanterns that I got just yesterday. I'll get started though with the one on the left, because that is one I've been wanting, that I've been having a ton of trouble with. Just move that one out of the way. This one is a Dietz Night Watch. This one is painted in the original safety orange and has the original Night Watch marked Fresnel globe in it. This was probably about the 7th attempt that we got at trying to get one of these lanterns, and what do you know? Lucky number 7 is where we finally struck gold. And yeah, this pretty good example. Now I've seen some that are mint and they'll go up into the hundreds, because I mean it's just not common to find these mint. But I'll go over this lantern here just so you can see it. See it better. Now, when I got this thing yesterday, I had to completely clean it because for some reason the thing was completely covered in kerosene from the last person who had it, and they didn't do a good job cleaning it. But this one opens a little differently compared to the traffic guards. You see the latch here, except you can't, this little lip is where the latch hooks onto. But you push down on the globe instead, or you push down the lid, lift this up, and then pop it. You don't pull it back. And then this opens up. It's kind of hard. Now the top is really clean, which is really surprising actually. Probably should have cleaned up in there though better. Because kerosene is oil based and it'll get over everything. Here's the detail of the Night Watch globe, which is still also, yes, getting oil all over my hands. What you can see, it's a little different from the traffic guards. It's a little wider, a little shorter. Says Dietz Night Watch. Hang on. It says Dietz Night Watch Fresnel on it. Syracuse, New York, USA. I haven't been able to find any manufacturing markings on this thing, but it's most likely a Cop, because Cop made a ton of Fresnel lenses. Well, I have seen a couple made by Corning though. You can see the burner is painted. That's how all contractors' lanterns made by Dietz were. They had the painted burners. Let's set you back down here, because I'm getting oil all over my hands, unfortunately. But this lantern is in really good shape for a contractor's lantern. Usually they're pretty beat up by now. But this lantern is the successor to the Dietz 8-Day, which was recently discussed. Yet it is also the predecessor to the Dietz Traffic Guard. This lantern was the leading competitor to Embry's Traffic Guard before Embry was bought out by Dietz in the 1950s. And when Dietz bought Embry in 1954, they completely got rid of the Traffic Guard, or Traffic Guard Night Watch, because there was no more competition. So is instead of a round wick, wow, I never got that off before without a screwdriver. You can see it does have a good burner in it, which is really, really saturated in kerosene. The wick is still. Yesterday when I cleaned it out, it didn't have none of this. But wick. But the burner is really, really good still. I oiled it up yesterday after I had it all apart, and it turns a lot better. Give you a quick peek inside the tank here. See, the tank is still really clean. This thing overall structurally is good shape. Is in pretty good shape. Now, in paint condition though, this lantern actually rates as one of the worst in terms of paint, in terms of over cosmetic condition. Which isn't a bad thing. I mean, it gives my lantern a little character. But I'll go over some more of the appearances of this thing because I've been kind of goofing off. Haven't been showing enough. But yep, I got this lantern off of eBay. After at least 7 tries, we finally got one. So I'm really, really happy about that. There we go. Now I can just get the wick back down. I should. There we go. I don't know how these burners were able to get turned because there's like no room to turn these wicks. Unlike the traffic guard, even though some of the later models did have it, this burner is not a round wick. I think it's a 1/2 inch or a. I know it's some small wick size. I know they do small ones. I think maybe it's a 1/4 inch or like a 3/16 or something like that. I know it's some really small size that isn't as common. Well, I'll put this thing back together though now, so I can go over some more of the details in this thing and get to the second lantern of this update. Put this back down, push it down, latch it. There you go. Unlike the Traffic Guard 2, it has the ordinary style handle, as you can see, except for later models, but I'll get to that here in a minute. It says Dietz on the top, right there. Now it's not. It's actually appearing a little too orange, but it's a little brighter than what it is. Dietz, Syracuse, New York. Has the Dietz Made in USA fuel cap. Night Watch on the tank, and there's nothing on that side except the burner knob. Get underneath it, and it's a little dirty. But otherwise, the paint's in really good shape though, compared to the ones I have seen. And I prefer the ones that had the original Night Watch Fresnels in them to the Little Wizards, because one of the globe replacements was the Little Wizard globe, and honestly, it just does not look right in this kind of lantern. So, but overall, really nice find, and it really helps out with the collection because then it mixes up the colors a little bit. Because if you notice, not too many lanterns were stock painted yellow, so yellow or orange. So it kind of really helps break things up a little bit in terms of variety. I'm hoping that one day when I come across the number 110 that it'll also help. A Dietz number 110. So, but I have another lantern. I actually have 3 more videos to make here, but I'm gonna get on to this next lantern. So stick around because here comes another yellow one that you saw in the first part of this video.